Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. The Forehead is here for more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, the MSQ journey. We're moving on to quest number 44, Into the Traverse. Wooklamat wishes to know how traversable the Tienbeck Traverse is. Apparently not much at all. Not very traverseable. So what's the state of the Tienbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Mamook said he would notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wooklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. Oh, okay. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. Yeah, I hit a lot of 1-1-1 and then some 2-2-2 with some 3 mixed in, maybe some 5, then some 6. It was a solo duty. You beat him up. Kicked his butt. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat? Bravo! What can I say? I have good friends to encourage and cheer me on. I did just kind of stand there. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Tienbeck Traverse is now safe for travel. How convenient. We can probably make for Mamook. Come to think of it, isn't that Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Ketanram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. True. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ketanram and Mamook, and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Jabral and Mamulja, but since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. I see. What remains is a cloister of Mamook. While these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Well, whatever they're like, the people of Mamook are also of Tuliolo. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much Zibrok Pibil besides. Thank you for everything, Hanmuruk. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Jobriet Cinderfield, due southeast. Southwest, southeast, southeast. I've already been live for like 2 hours before this doing blue quests and just warming up, and already read so much dialogue. It happens. How you have grown indeed. Ba-bum-bum. Oh. 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 It plops us out. We're going all the way down there. Oh boy. Yep. I did all the Aether Currents of the first 2 zones. I didn't feel like immediately jumping back into the MSQ today. So here we are. I did these 2. That's it. Those are done. But there's still 4 more. And a lot left to go. I do believe... Bam, bam, bam. I do believe as we're on quest number 44, and considering there are probably about 100 quests, if it's similar to Shadowbringers and Endwalker, we are just barely about halfway. Not all quests are created equally, as some are far longer or shorter than each other. Oh, we got a hunt mob here. Hello. Oh, this is not... I have to go all the way around. Yep. Can't go that way. You gotta aggro all these giant ground squirrels, though. Ah! Squeak to you, too. As we knocked out some of these chapters, if you've been following along either live or on the archive, is some of these are quite short. Some can be like 10 minutes long, 8, 10, 12 minutes long. Then others can definitely go on for almost an hour. So... see, the move speed buff has to be somewhere. Because why are some people mounted up on the ground going faster? I looked for the movement speed buff. There are usually things you can buy from the bicolor gemstone vendor, and I haven't seen anything. I looked in both the other two zones and didn't see nothing. I will, I guess, find it at some point. There are all my friends. How'd they get here so much faster than me? I've been mounted up this whole damn time. And they're already over here. Hold on, let's get the map. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Blammo. Oh, come on! Really? Alright, friends. Wonder if the first and second promises have already arrived in Mamook. After seeing that battlefield, I find it miraculous that the Dawn Servant was able to negotiate a peace. If Bakul Jaja ran in this direction after losing to Wuklamat, then he undoubtedly was returning to Mamook. I filled my bag with Jibruk Pipil before we left. I'm down to my last serving already. I mean, this is actually quite a long trek, but that's fine. The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika Heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Oh yeah, this southern section is like the super canopied dark blue section they showed off. Because they were showing off part of the graphics update on the live letter. And they were showing off the lighting engine adjusting based on your position. Hello, Cryo. This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. I'll take a moment's rest, I think. You do have very small legs. Again, piggyback ride or lullaback ride? Popoto back ride. One of those works. One of those works. Spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Jaja cleared away the fallen tree, the one fallen tree remaining, by barreling through it. That Wuklamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing sort of remarkable. Still, we ought to pursue with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. We'll doubtlessly face Bakul Jaja again. I cannot say I relish the thought of the reunion. Yeah. It's getting all sandy now. Oh, Alizé's right there. Well, taking our own breaks. Erenville said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forests above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. Yeah, we are going down through this chunk of mountain, which is pretty cool. Huh. It's one little pocket right here. I always look at those going like, rare fate. Maybe a rare mob spawns there. There are obviously 2 more new world bosses. But they probably spawn in large sections because they are hundreds of people can go fight them. Whoa. Well, okay then. That's awesome. Just look at this thing. What a vibrant glow. It's a glowy rock. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one, take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Paring stone. Go on, use my paring stone and see what happens. A tool used by gleaners to identify certain geological properties. If you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to grow unique hues, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. To these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vidral be merciful. There you are. It's quite the sight, huh? Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forests, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamook can tell us about it. Tell us about it. Keep running. We're almost there. Heel turn and exit stage down. More ambient piano motifs. I need this soundtrack for all of like the ambient piano zone music, because so far all 3, well, I guess this is the 3rd. Yeah, it does have. Once we get into somewhere civilized, it immediately goes away, but wilderness motifs. I wonder what the final feat will be. Rather more quiet than I expected. Now to see whether or not Hunmuruk's fears were well founded. And we're finally here. Now to find the Elector. As this is also my first time visiting Mamook, I have no experience interacting with the locals, but given Hunmuruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. See if you can convince Wuklamot to be cautious as well. We will try. We will definitely try. We move to quest number 45, City of Silence. Finally, in Mamook, Wuklamot is eager to make progress. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find the Elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Honmuruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Aaronville can come with me, Alze go with Cryo, that leaves Bay to accompany Wooklamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Yeah, that's a good idea. Gather information. As one need do. This is very like ethereally beautiful. Kind of super creepy as well. It's got a bit of that like Avatar spirit world blending. Korra Avatar, not blue people. Even though there's much blue here, but not the Na'vi. Although, maybe as well. I don't know. Belligerent Bonewa. Triple dot. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care its citizens pays you. Wow. Like an absolutely owned. Kurt Dopro. Oh, we did! As we begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Holy crap. Okay. Sure, alright then, I guess. Damn. Wow. Please tell me you had better luck. Nope. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. It's interesting, you look at the map. There's no icons. Like no merchant, no shop, no nothing. So we obviously have to do something to unlock that, but at the current stage, there is a whole lot of nothing. Many dots. Wow. All of the dots. Hello there. I'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I got a nod at least, or at least a shake. Oh. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant's Elector? Could you tell us where they are? We got cold backed. Not even cold shouldered. We got cold backed. Damn, okay. Wowza. How are we supposed to find the Elector if nobody will even speak with us? Link pearl me. Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. Alright. We're schmovin'. Music change too?
Up there.
And all of a sudden voiced. Hello. Oh.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sorolja. Papa?
Yeah, what is...
not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Ooh. I see.
The Channeler is Irelja, Autarch of Mamook and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Yolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You, who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat.
Oh.
The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Well.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
When Soralja was defeated, he tried to take the Keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Uh-oh.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy!
Oh.
No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Ew.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamook, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors?
Damn.
You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
I was wondering how deep this character arc would go. It's an illustration of, it's a trope, but a bully is only a bully because they were bullied. And this is the illustration of that, indeed.
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Icky, icky, icky.
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamook. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Alrighty. Well, that was something. Holy crap. The first promise is attendant just now. Did his words not strike you as strange? I will be the one to reach the Golden City, as though he intends to venture there with or without Zerolja. Yeah, no, he's got big Jafar energy. I've heard about this channeling art before, passed down through a certain clan. It employs arcane influence to produce a smoke from which the mage can conjure a shade. That was a dramatic escalation. Oh, thanks, Alize. It's hard to believe Zerolja was bested in battle. The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zerolja, however, seems set on his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Or would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? I think you mean racist, but that's, you know, sure. Worrying over Zerolja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Mm-hmm. Onward we go. Give me that piano. Bring it in. If Zarilja is Bonewa and she is Hobigo, then... Oh, this is Bakul Jaja's mom. Whatever relation to Zarilja, I hope we can trust her. We could do with at least one ally in this city. She looks troubled. To bid us to meet with her in private, this is both an important and delicate matter. Finally, a real conversation. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja? Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. What was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamook? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak to us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. A little harsh. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. And now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Shabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time, I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Malul Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. Could I look that name up? Is that actually a character? Was it like a dungeon boss or something, maybe? Or a character we can read about that actually is in the game somewhere? I don't know. Our character having a reaction means they might be. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Taral under one rule, who in the eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility, regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Galul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in doing so, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamoja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Dang. Dang. The plot thickens ever so much. If I can use my status as the Dawn Servant's daughter to help the people of Mamook, I'm happy to do so. But I'd like to better understand Milalja's motivations first. I expect it was his devotees, for his devotees that Bakul Jaja joined the Rite of Succession. What I know about Mamolja extremism is limited to what I've heard through rumors. The same is true for most who hail from Jacques Tural. Galul Jaja labored to break down walls, but his very existence would instead lead some to raise them, is unfortunate. The price we pay. You're referring to the marriages between the Hobigo and Bonewa clans? Oh no, were they like is it a weird forced marriages maybe? Forced marriages, forced childbirth and stuff? That would be a little unfortunate. I mean, it happens. It's a historic thing. Doesn't make it any less. Ew. We move on to quest 46. Blessed Siblings. Melalja has something to show you. There's a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Alrighty. This is crazy, man. Look at this. Good gracious. I mean, it has a bit of that Raktika vibe. Just in being a great hanging canopy-based jungle. But it definitely has its own character, that's for sure. You won't find sites like these anywhere else. There's a meteorite in that tree. Is that a meteorite up there? I was just saying the same thing. Alright, but judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Melalja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Yep. She was indeed. We discovered a new location. We're at the Whetstone. Uh-oh, blue morphos. That pulling the record back transition is neat. Canopy blocks out the sun so completely as if we're in a room without windows. A hunting camp, like as not. I'll have to talk to Mamolja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. Arrows have continued on. Let's catch up to them. That's very cool. It's very cool. Very neat. Gokdrak Descent. Gokdrak. See, I can pronounce that all day. But you give me some of those more Mesoamerican, South American words with all the X's and the like 900 vowels. My brain brokey. I was not aware that such tunnels could be found in the Jatika heartland. A well-kept secret, indeed. A cavern, and it looks deep. What are we looking at, then? Having seen how dark this forest is, I can understand why so many Mamolja choose to live in Tuliolal instead. This place I would show you is just ahead. This place you wanted to show us lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. Probably forced marriages, I'm assuming. Like conscripted pregnancies or whatever. Just to keep forcing out blessed siblings. Something gross like that.
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
It's way down there.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Okay. Oh. Hippogriffs, essentially. Oh.
A cool cha-cha.
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamook. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are. Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Babonja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibran was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with 2 heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children, no matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die, trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamook.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
I sympathize with your pain, but or don't use them as an excuse. Damn. Number 1. A bully is only a bully because they were bullied, right? Usually that's the cycle. Clearly, if that was his father, that's where it comes from. And it doesn't help to keep the cycle going, right? So, soft touch.
I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Terral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Mozo Taral Zuj. Good gracious.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
There it is. There it is. There it is. That was a cool shot. I like that shot. That was good.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Oh, they can talk at the same time.
Maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Well.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
That's good. Definitely not the earth-shattering kaboom that I feel like the story is definitely still leading to. But good. 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 Hey, babe, before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know, the cool Jaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihihana, sabotage us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, almost killed my biological birth father, and released the most vicious Terral Vidral of all time. Anything he could do to anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. At the moment I understood why he did what he did, and saw his fucking awful father, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes, or he still needs to make amends? Let's set her up for the knock it down. The answer to the question is no, but I hear you. The cool Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them, like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamook feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on. Let's head back to the city. Yeah, that was good. It's amazing how Bookmarks can connect with anyone. She has an incredible gift. Just have a bit of the Goku situation going on, so we'll see how long that goes. Sometimes it's best to just forgive and move on. It can be difficult. Gods don't I know it. But that's all the more reason to try your damnedest. To look past how you were wronged and let bygones be bygones. I had no idea Bakul Jaja was bearing such a burden. Had he but chosen a different path. Well, I believe our true character is demonstrated not by right action, but rather by our conduct upon recognizing our faults. It is a struggle I know all too well. I think there was such a dark secret behind Blessed Siblings. Yeah, it really didn't go into the fact that they were trying to just like keep kicking out kids. They didn't really bring up that, like my whole like forced marriage. You know, make kids. I guess they were naturally, but over time, because they didn't want to get haunted, they kept water burying them and locking them behind a anti-spirit door. That's kind of dark, but even among the Mamoja, I can't imagine many know the whole truth, especially not those who reside in the capital. Well, Wooklamont knows now. Bakul Jaja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. The only way to help Mamook is to understand Mamook. We won't let Bakul Jaja down. Indeed. Next up, quest 47, not 50 yet, 47. Scale of Trust. Alpha knows ready to bring the people together. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Mojuk Toral Zuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zerilja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja thought to give us additional scales so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Okay. Alrighty. Babe, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. We shall definitely try. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, they're outside this house. Dang it. That was the guy on the other side of the building and then the one inside the shopkeep, right? Yes, shopkeep. Did I not tell you to move along? Can't be seen talking to the likes of you. A symbol of trust bestowed upon you by Bakul Jaja. Its blend of Hobigo and Buniwa coloring makes its origin indisputable. What's the scale? In an outsider's hands? What business do you have with me? So Bakul Jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Mojuk Toral Zuj Zhuzh. It's a fun word to say. At once. Yeah, and this guy. Triple dot. Yeah, well, you triple dot, give you one of these. And that scale is if the blessed trusts you, then so will I. So what is it you require of me? Cool Jaja bids us come to Mojuk Taral Juj. Strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. We've done it. We did the thing and we walked around and talked to the peoples. This guy's got the same axe you have. You managed to gather some of the good folks? Wonderful. The esteemed Bakul Jaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Magjuk Taral Juj as well. Goodness, what a word. Apparently, there's a Najul nursery to the west called Gol Magic Grove. Could you go there and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in Mox Juj afterwards. I'm gonna just start shortening some of these words. Just give him a nickname. There's just one more person I need to find. All right. I will go to the place where the stuff and the people is. Am? Well, that is nightmare fuel. Never again will I look upon that stone statue relief. Did you see that? What was that? Yo, but first off, what is this? So good. Love it. All right, we gotta get some RGB nanas real quick. Leave this place, outsider. I hit you with one of these. Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. Thank you. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Mox Juj at once. All right, on our way to Mox Juj. There's an aether current nearby. I think I'll pick one up on the way, I guess. What in the heck? Branch bearers. They look kind of like, what are they called in Harry Potter? Thestrals? Is it Thestrals or Pestrals? Thestrals? Those weird like bone horse bird things. Oh god. They look wild. Become Glare Ford. It's a crazy looking enemy. Oh, there it is. Hello. Whatever Bokul Jaja requires of me, I shall happily provide. What a curious place to gather. Think of it. Why would Bokul Jaja grant you his scale? Wow! What the? Come on! Come on, why are you blasting us? Get blasted by that silly tank. And that was someone's mount. Where's Wooklamat? Probably getting... Ah, yes. Getting your brother, yep. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yep. You invited the second promise as well. Lamachi, did I remind you that this rite is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat? No. Mamook has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand so that you might come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. Big cat smile. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wooklamat, third promise to Tuliholao. Promise? I thought you served Bokul Jaja. You deceived us? No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wooklamat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Character growth. Bokul Jaja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. The blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain. And together, we may find a new way forward. Together? Together as family. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zorilja. Wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Okay. God, that statue of the Mamolja face is horrifying. The one to my left. That one. What is that? It's awful. Not even I imagined that my sister would one day befriend Bakul Jaja. Woklamat risks her standing in the right... Wait. Woklamat risks her standing in the right to attend to her people's needs is a degree of selflessness few can claim to share. Everyone looks uneasy, but their faith in Bakul Jaja guides them even now. Now we come to the heart of it. I'm glad Koana agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much, but I'll support Mamook's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Duck. Quack. Next, we move to Quest 48. Mamook speaks. Before she hears the people, Woklamat would like to ensure she is prepared. Alright, Bae, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamolja and Jbral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamolja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Buriwa clans intermarried, and that's how blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. What is it? Those are people we haven't spoken with. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force. And for that, we need the might of blessed siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yokhoi did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. So with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Jatika banana in Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. Banana-only diet? Goes in similar to how it comes out, I guess. If forest living grows, it's hard to imagine why you don't want to leave. Why you'd want to leave. Sorry, why you'd want to leave. I clicked too fast. I'm sure my son would have preferred to stay, but his presence alone still greatly sways our people's behavior. Blessed siblings promise us more than strength, they promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliolol, most of our people didn't think twice. Till the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating, enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamulja to abide in peace and plenty. So your desire fertile land, well, it's all your own. Pretty, you know, normal requests. Well, I'm starting to think I have to understand. Everyone has their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself, dark and fertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land. And who better to get it for them than blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that they can't provide, that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Annabelle mention something about the meteorites, that the aether they admitted makes the plants glow blue? Rather significant psychological effect. Wait. Physiological effect. There, we got it, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. Ah! Freaking Thastrals. That bike do be jumping though. They be jumping, they be hopping. Something like that. At first glance, this forest seems a haven of mysterious beauty, but the reality of living here is quite another matter. A remarkable tree, I hope it will provide us with the insights we need. Plants that shrivel as though cursed, I think I can hazard a guess as to why. I had known that Yaktel was battered by a veritable deluge of meteorites long ago, but I never considered how their presence might be affecting the environment. Yeah. It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable, even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would be necessity possess the same affinity. Would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned Najul tree, the banana trees. Indeed. I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Kryl could lend your expertise as well. I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. Indeed. I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So how can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. Should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Oh, our hunt train's starting to roll out. And I can't even imagine what a hunt train would take right now. I imagine it probably would take a good hour to do a hunt train right now. I mean, I'm only in zone 3, so there's no way I'm doing hunt trains right now, but I can imagine, considering how many mobs would be up and how many instances you'd be hopping to, it would take an hour. It took an hour to do 2 zones? Brother. So the reason this tree grew so big is because of the meteorite's energies? Could be. Took an hour to do 2 zones. Full train could be 3 to 4. Good lord. I mean, yeah, but like, it's kind of worth it to go and chew through them early. You build up to 100 materia clusters or more of each really quick because it has so many instances, right? Is it that many? Is it 72? Good God. Yeah, so that would be 72 12s and over 140 11s. Good lord. You do two of those, you might be good for the whole expansion. It'd be like 4, depending on your pentamilled luck. The more fragments we gather, the better. Let's do all we can. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Damn. I should have brought other tools. Too big for our purposes, but a shard of it might do. Aaronvel, if you would. Aaronville's don't got the right tools for this. Duck. I need to go to two different trees. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you commit some time to that right now. You do like 4 or 5 hunt trains. You'll be good. You'll be good for a while. Although you can keep doing them and just sell, because each materia is probably gonna go for what, 25 to 50,000 gil each. I have mine already. Let me know when you have yours. What's kind of crazy is that hunt trains are already underway during 3 days of early access, and there's still 1 whole day of early access before it actually opens up normally to people, and many more people will probably start playing in the normal time frame. But we'll see. We'll see how the queues change. My queue today was only like 40-ish. It was nothing. And even yesterday, logging back in, it was still nothing, which is crazy. The login stuff they have going on right now is pretty fantastic. Launch weekend for an MMO of this scale to have 10-20 minute queue time compared to 2 years ago when you could literally sit in queue for 6 hours. is actually bonkers. Just bonkers. What a incredible shore up. Just crazy. Did you find your fragments? A softly glowing remnant of an ancient meteor shower. Much obliged. Alphino, Kryl, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I'm hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival in Mokjul, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. Indeed. You have to go up and out. Ugh. With that many instances right now too, that's why the world boss stuff is so easy. I mean, you can get your two attire, it's like 2 or 3 attire world bosses and then 2 mount world boss clears really easily if there are so many layers of those zones. It's the best time to do them during the first week or so of an expansion. Well, I guess you will have multiple layers for like a month, but that's when I got Chi back in Endwalker. Early on in the expansion, because there's so many different layers, so you could just hop from one to the other depending on how desynced they are. So again, it's day 3. Mr. Happy already has multiple of the world boss clears already. He's already done doing them. Because you really only do them a few times each, and then you're done, really. They don't really offer a whole lot outside of the initial big benefits, like the mount and then the goofy attire pieces. Yeah. Did all we can. The rest we will leave to Koana and the others. I don't know the first thing about those Charlene devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamook, I'm glad he has them. Let's hope for this forest. Oh, there's hope for this forest yet, babe. I can feel it. Oh, really? We're going back to it. My note at the top of this chapter. Some MSQ pieces are way different than others. That last one only took like 14 minutes. Whereas some earlier ones can take close to 30. So nearly double that easily. But with that, we move on to quest 49, almost halfway. The Feet of the Brotherhood. Book Lamont is determined to find a solution for Mamook. I'm sure Zerilja would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to, but his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakul Jaja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Koana and the others will be back with their report soon. It shouldn't be much longer now. Hit him with the weight. Fill up that bar. Halfway darn. Oh, I got nothing. Here we go. Just waiting for the cutscene to load, basically. That's sort of how that works. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought I'll only right to call the others. It's fine. Thanks to all the thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier, we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects, you have ever struggled to build a prosperous home, thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again. We've discovered the root of the problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout the forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Oh! Across the salt, in a place called Charlian, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. After the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Link Pearl, should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the Popoto and Tomato from Tyrol, so too might Mamook benefit from foreign crops. You mean we'll be able to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have adverse effects on the ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamook will have all it needs to prosper both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. And there was never any need to fight? Never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past. We can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. The power of friendship and talking. Show us, promise. If there's another way, for our children in our home will no longer suffer in silence. Yes. Sometimes you have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words? Champion. Me? MSQ so far is a little strange, where you're basically along for the ride and you barely have any agency at all. I guess because you're not just completely the one that everyone gets targeting. You are just kind of here. Compared to the past 6 years of story where you were basically being hunted by certain characters. It's definitely a change of pace for sure. Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valagarmanda is proof of that. With faithful allies at your side, we can save even the entire star. In friends both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness. It's kind of a Vanna Heidelin-esque quote here. These bottom two kind of both are, speaking specifically of the entire star. This one is just kind of like recency bias, talking about Valagarmanda and everything. I kind of like number 3. Yeah. Like, in my head, I can hear Vana saying this. Yep. That's my gut. Friends? A perplexing notion from an outsider, but not unwelcome. We said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade in the feet of the Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamook's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will. Until we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Zorilja the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Bum, bum, bum. Compassion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. Then, it is a simple choice. We're counting on you, Wuklamat. Yay! Character growth, resolutions. We are like... I don't even know how long, 26 to 28 hours into the story so far. I have to go back and do the math. It's all my recorded chunks are literally just MSQ from quest to quest to quest with very little faffing. Stop to get an Aetheryte Current or do like a Fate now and then, but that's like nothing. Wuklamat's gone ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zorilja made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. Curious how the final feat is like literally the halfway point in this whole thing. Like one of the biggest part of all this was the main premise of what you start out with. And then you're like, oh wait, oh god, I'm stuck. I'm halfway done. Wait, what the heck? How? What? I was trying to look at the damn mini map to where I'm going. I have to go up the tree. Okay. To the main thoroughfare. I was a little lost there for a moment. All right. Now is it going to be a cutscene battle or an actual battle? That is the question. Oh, it's a duty. It's a solo duty. Where did Koana go? Have you seen him? Zorilja's intention was for this feat to prove the supremacy of blessed siblings. Wuklamat shall instead prove that there are other ways for Mamook's people to empower themselves. This feat may bring us closer to the Golden City, but for now we must stand strong for the people of Mamook. I can offer moral support at best, for whatever it's worth. Good luck. Someone has gone to fetch Zorilja. He should be here soon. Oh, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Someone type the thing. Item level 666, the number of the beast. Uh-oh. Someone type the thing and cue the music. Music cued.
Sirelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Yeah, dingus.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamook and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamook.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Cryle.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Yo.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he's got a forfeit.
I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
Yep.
What are you scheming?
Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps.
Oh, damn.
Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne.
Yeah.
This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready? No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders, and the only way forward is through you.
It's almost like a light trial without being a trial. I mean, it is, but like, it isn't. It's very cool.
Bear witness to our resolve. And the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Did you have 3 healers right now, though? Yikes.
These blaze sundered Baligarmanda scales. Blades of fire rain. Take that! What a chore. Ever hungry for battle. Go forth. Oh, barbarian bastard! How is this?
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted!
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can outrun my flames.
For the Mage!
Oh, cool. Whoa!
Not enough. But together, we shall triumph. Right on the mark. Right on the...
Neat.
You're not alone.
Oh, little server lag there. Oh my god. The server lag. Help me.
I know not who you are, but I applaud your tenacity.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Ah!
Resolve the risen Kindle. By crimson wrath be sundered.
Big sword. Oh.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
Oh, that's so cool.
I will be the next Dawn Servant. I will protect my people. Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet.
Clearly.
We will see Lamachi become Dawn Servant. For Tuli Yolal!
Triple healer being in here is kind of cheating. I feel like I don't even need to really heal. I just have to use resources. Even though Alphino is doing Sage DPS, he still throws out Panheima and stuff.
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Was that Ketan Ram? He's about to show up and be like, sup? Oh my god, he's so handsome.
Arugadin? It couldn't be...
Tanqua! It's
Oh.
been too long.
Nope. Well, fair enough. Someone I have no idea who they are. Tanqua. Also, Rugadin? Did Alphino just pronounce it Rugadin instead of Rogadin? I think my entire life just got shattered right before my eyes. And ears.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Ooh. Who's got the golden pipes?
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
Oh, okay. So I'm still not wrong, potentially here.
That birth name being Ketanram, I presume.
No! Ketanram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
What?
We can talk about me cabbage later.
Oh my god.
Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
This man needs therapy. We're not minions, we're Woklamat's friends and comrades. You're the autarch of Mamook. Show some dignity. He is not going to care about that. We're friends and comrades.
Comrades, you believe a ruler should be reliant upon such?
Oh god, this guy.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
And about 60% less douchebag.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Yeah.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Woklamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but... I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them.
What a dork.
Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuklamat. The rite ain't over till you find the city of gold.
This man is wide.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
I think his shoulders have shoulders. I'm glad to see you all remain in one piece. Joyed though I am by this outcome, I am also eager to speak with Ketenram while we have the chance. The second promise has warmed a great deal since we first met him. I dare say that wise and witty duo has been of no little influence. What, you mean Dad and Uncle Dad? Even as a shade, the Dawn Servant's strength was incredible. I shudder to imagine how we might have fared without the second promise's support. Not like a bit of hardship to see your precious children grow into fine adults. Or something. Will not stand in your way. But mark me, your victory does not afford you authority to dictate our future. We will decide what is best for Mamook, no one else. Let's go and tell the people of our victory. Let's do just that. Woo! A third promise. You brought everyone? We're just coming to you. We did it, Milalja. We proved to the Autarch that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You've shown us another way. We can build the lives we've always wanted here in our homeland without sacrifice. Since our new crops will come from across the salt, I suppose we will have to treat with outsiders as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. And someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You'll never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking the first step towards understanding is always worth it. Hit it with a smile. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamook grow, but what happens when they learn about us, what we have done? They will not. Oh. For generations, our covenant has been kept secret, and so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the Autarchs. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned. Your life isn't forfeit. The last thing the city needs is more death. Okul Jaja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamook. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tuliolal. Kryle's too cute. We can still write things light, my love. Choose a different side of history. Meh, lizard people. Meh. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. All right then. That's good. You stole me an explanation about your cabbage, you know. Good Lord, this man handsome. Lord! What the hell, man? There it is. The people of Mamook have accepted you. Merchants and menders are now available for use. Indeed. You just disconnected mid cutscene right before the 4th dungeono, and now you're in a 500 person queue. Oh no. Oh no. Although that probably only takes maybe half an hour, 25-30 minutes maybe. Not terrible, but also not great. Also, it's dinner time. Go get some food. Go have a break. Go stand up, stretch, go outside. Go touch some grass. Oh wait, you're allergic. Oh man. Let's wrap this up. It's never too late to let go of prejudice. No matter how difficult it may seem, it can be done. This is my first time meeting Kettenram, a Rogadin if I ever saw one. Dude, yeah, dude, the boy's got shoulders. His shoulders have shoulders. Of all the things I expected to discover in Tyrell, Eorzea's most legendary sailor was not among them. We ought to speak with Kettenram before we do anything else. Tonqua does look similar to some Eorzean sailors I've seen, but I've never would have guessed he was Kettenram. Well, more on that in the next one. That's a good place to stop this chapter. If you're watching live, there shall be more. That's how this works. And if you're watching on the archive, there's also plenty more of both this and Elden Ring DLCs going on. Got Final Fantasy XVI, did 7 Remake, did 7 Rebirth, and even the hard mode Platinum trophy, and a whole bunch of other things if you want to go watch more stuff. So go do that if there's not another video to watch. Or maybe there is. I don't know when you're watching this. Thanks for watching, though. I'll see you in the next one. Flashbang! I think his arm is as thick as my entire torso. That's just Rogadin's, though, but, like, also... Damn. I think his arm's as big as Alizé. I'm not gonna compare him to Kryok. That's just too easy. He's a Lalafell, so duh.